Looming strike in the city of Philadelphia for 9,000 DC 33 union workers. Our Steve Keeley joins us live with the latest. Steve, this doesn't just affect the workers. I mean, there are people wondering if their trash will be picked up tomorrow.
Well, here we are 6 hours before the strike, and lots of people are affected. Aaron, point that way. There's North Broad Street. So one of the slogans on the signs is shut it down. Well, they have shut Center City traffic down around City Hall as they rallied, then marched. So you got North Broad, JFK Boulevard, all the way to Aaron's right. You have 15th Street shut down because police are trying to protect the thousands of union members who had their rally, and then they just marched around City Hall. Now they're just gathering in the street here. And again, they're not just shutting streets down, they're going to shut a whole lot down should they walk off the job at midnight. And so Greg Boulware, the man you probably know pretty well by now, who is the president of Local 33, is saying that they are far, far apart on a deal. The city is offering this union 3 more years with a total of 8% spread out over those 3 years. The union wanted 6% per year or 18% over those 3 years. So that is a pretty big gap when it comes to labor negotiations. Here's some of what Greg told his folks at the rally a few minutes ago.
I don't want to be rich. We just want a comfort inside the city that we serve daily. A victory for District Council 33 is a victory for Philadelphia. It's a victory for all working people. When the clock strikes 12:01, this ain't a want, it's a need. District Council 33, if we don't have a contract, that we will effectually shut this city down.
All right, so we're watching the clock on top of City Hall now as he threatens to shut the city down at 12:01. And it's not just your trash pickup, even though that is usually the first topic, and it certainly was when the mayor talked. They're going to open 63 drop-off locations throughout the city, and then maybe more later if needed. But only 20 pools will open, and here we are in another heat wave, and they were planning to have 60 open in just a few days. They had 40 open. They're going to have to cut that in half to keep it staffed. Libraries, cooling centers, they say, will stay open. Here's the other concern. You're looking at police guarding these protesters, right? Well, here's the other worry. Who's going to answer the phone if the 911 dispatchers, who are union members, part of this union, go on strike too? Well, 200 police officers have been trained for the past few weeks. They're going to pull cops off the streets and put them on the 911 system. And even pulling 200 off the streets, Jason, that doesn't really cut it in terms of the number of dispatchers they need. And so they promise that they'll get to the calls, but they're asking people, if you're calling 911, don't hang up. If nobody picks up after even 20 rings maybe, just stay with the phone and be patient. They're going to answer all police and fire calls. And here's the other thing. With crime the way it is, they want more cops on the street, not less. This affects crime as well when you have 200 cops less on the streets of Philadelphia when they need 3,000 more, probably. Jason?
Yeah, don't have cops to spare, and they're going to have to use it. This does not look good, but there's still time. Hopefully they lock themselves in a room and get a deal done before midnight for the betterment of everyone. All right, Steve Keeley, you'll stay on top of this. We'll see you tonight at 10 here, and at that point, we'll be just hours away from that deadline.